All right, we got a few people on here. That's good to go. Good to go. But this is what I'm about to go over right here first. So anybody who has a Juno account, this is just something to highlight. This is one of the ways that we earn income using the strategy. Like I just said, I've learned a lot of different strategies, even though I haven't been focusing more on learning different assets. And one of the strategies is simply just getting paid off of your deposits. Like if you're going to leave your money sitting somewhere, why not earn from it? So Juno is a bank account. It's a bank account with the crypto account attached to it. Just from leaving your deposits here. And this is this year. This is the transactions from this year. Let's just do June. So from having $68 in the account, I earned a penny. Having $120 in the account, I earned 2 cents. And this was at the end of the day. You leave $50, $60 in your Chase account at the end of the day, you're not getting shit. You leave it on Cash App, you're not getting anything. And these pennies add up. Because you got to think, what can I do with 43 cents? With 43 cents, I can go and purchase a couple more assets. I need to look at this again. So it becomes knowing what to do with the assets. So I wanted to cover where to deposit, what to deposit, how to deposit, the benefits of depositing, right? And this leads more into private banking for those already in the class. This is information. I'm supposed to put this video in the private banking section for those who don't make it. And then the coin market cap will cover the tokenomics. So just refer back to class. Anyone that doesn't catch the video or just doesn't know where to start, remember you can go to class resources and just start at the checklist. Start from the top. It doesn't matter if you start today or if you start next month. Whenever you finally get into class, just go over your checklist and it'll give you the pieces to start. Anybody, I think that's you, CJ, or this was CJ or Will. Miss Kim, what about you? You got your Juno? You getting your deposits off of Juno?
Yes, I have my Juno.
Okay, so you witnessed.
I am earning off of it.
Okay, all right. That's what I want to hear. What about you, Miss Selena? Are you on the East Coast, though? You might have issues with that.
No, I got it.
Okay. All right, that's all I want to hear. CJ, you in there?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, that made me happy right there. Y'all got it. We good to go. So after you making these deposits, like I said, you could take those coins and you can go to Coin Market Cap and just do a little check and figure out where would you like to invest your earnings, because you have to keep the money growing. If you're not going to leave it with the institution that's paying you, then that means it's your job to find out where can you put these funds so that they can continue to grow for you. Let me put this on here too. And then if anybody wants to get them a Juno account that doesn't have it, I'm going to put the link on here and back in class one more time. But all right, come on, we're going to get into this coin market cap, because I know I've been getting a few requests about how to actually use coin market cap. So this will be a deep dive into that today. Before I get started on this, do I got any questions about anything previously in class? Do I got any questions from anybody here? All right, so all good. Okay, so coin market cap. the first thing that you want to do is you want to go to coinmarketcap.com, and let's just say that you can use your Gmail account. So your Gmail account is how you can connect it, sign into here. If you don't have one, you can create one just to do that. And this is going to be tokenomics talk, right? So the difference between coins and tokens, because a lot of people don't know the difference between a coin and a token. The coin would be more associated with the actual blockchain, the network. So XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Solana, Cardano, like these are the actual blockchains, and they all have their own coin. So if you go to Jamaica, you go to Mexico, you go to Europe, you go to China, you're going to have to convert your cash, your money into their currency in order to do business, to buy things in that country. Same concept applies when you're dealing with cryptocurrency. In order to make transactions on the Bitcoin blockchain, you need to have Bitcoin to pay for the transaction. Same thing with Ethereum, and it's called gas fees, but a fee is a fee. It doesn't matter what you call it. So in order to pay for any transaction using this technology, there is a fee that needs to be paid to the network. It's not a fee that goes to another individual. This fee goes directly to the network to keep things moving. So let me see, BNB. If you are doing anything on the BNB blockchain, you pay your gas, you pay your fees inside of BNB. And the same thing goes with any other blockchain. The coins are the native coin. Chainlink, another blockchain. So you pay your fees in Link. Same thing with Polygon. You pay your fees in Matic. No matter whether you're buying something, selling something, creating something, you will be paying a fee, and the fee will be paid in the actual coin. So that's an example of what a coin is and what you're going to need to do with a coin. Tokens. Tokens are created. Tokens are assets created on the blockchain. So, for example, we have created our own token. So, Algorand is a blockchain, right? Where we at, like 50, 40, where we go? 40, 49. All right, so Algorand is a blockchain. And what I've done for the class, I've created our own token, because remember, the wealth class is like its own little nation. So we have our own currency for our own transactions. And let this load. All right, bam. So as long as someone is buying or selling the wealth class token, everybody in the class that's set up the liquidity pools, you should be earning your fees from those transactions. But in order for me to create this asset just for class, I had to pay a fee, and I had to pay the fee using the Algorand coin. Also, this is a token, so the token follows the Algorand coin. So because the Algorand coin is going up, this wealth class token is also going up and appreciating in price as well. And this is one of the things that most people say about all of these other blockchains are going to go up when Bitcoin goes up, because they all came after Bitcoin. They were created after Bitcoin, so they're going to follow its trajectory. And this is, for better or worse, been proven over the last, 14, 16 years, for the last few bull runs. Every time Bitcoin starts to take off, all of the other cryptocurrencies start to take off behind it. Looking at history, that's a fact as of right now. Every time Bitcoin starts to go up, 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 all of the other cryptocurrencies will go up, up, up as well. And this is the importance of us making sure that we invest in as many of these different assets as we can, and that we learn about them. So once this happens, we benefit. It's that simple. I just took it a step further and created this as an example of how someone else could create their own currency. But it makes it a lot easier for us to learn in class on how to do these transactions without dealing with all of the volatility and the risk that comes with dealing with these projects. Because even though these are legit projects, they're still subject to all of the moves in the market. The wealth class token is only subject to what we are doing in this class, which makes it easier and slower for someone to learn as a beginner. All right. Do I got any questions on the coins or tokens, on the difference, or anybody need any more clarity on that? Okay. Okay. All right. So basically, those are the cryptocurrencies. Once you understand what the cryptocurrencies and the tokens are, this is where you're going to get warranted exchanges. And for those actually in the wealth class 2 that have the second edition, we have a section in the class that goes over the different exchanges for people to start to study, do their own research on the different exchanges and where they can start finding cryptos. We have an exchange list. So these are a lot of the different exchanges that we have used in the class before, spoke about, shared. And it's right here in class. So if anyone wants to go and check it out, there you go. You go to the exchanges section and then go to exchange list. And you'll be able to dive deeper into the exchanges that we are familiar with in class already. But if you're on coinmarketcap.com and you just want to find a new exchange, or you want to go and dig at an exchange that you heard about, you will click on exchanges. And then here's the list of all of the different exchanges that are operating. Then here's a score to tell you basically what's the opinion, if they're good or bad. The trading volume for this exchange, like this is Binance, this is BNB, Coinbase is a centralized exchange too. So this is how much in transactions is being processed by this exchange. So what's this? $8 billion has went in or out of Binance in the last 24 hours. 1 billion in the last 24 hours for Coinbase. 600 million for Kraken, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is the number that you also want to focus on too. Volume means transactions. So as long as you can see that there are transactions on a blockchain, on a network, in a coin, in an asset, this is a way for you to measure whether it's worth your investment or not. All right. So once you figure out whether this is an investment for you or not, then you'll be able to actually dig deeper for that. If not, then you move on to the next asset. Oh, give me 1 second. Right. So always focus on the trading volume. You need to know how much transactions are going through, because we get paid off of transactions. That's how I teach it. That's how I share the information. I want you to be able to get paid off of the transactions that you're making, because if you're not, somebody else is. And then you can get the rankings in different areas. That's how you find exchanges, how you look up exchanges. But also, do not forget that those are central exchanges. Those have dealings with the government, and you got a KYC. So you have to give your personal information to actually access those exchanges, centralized exchanges. I prefer to use decentralized exchanges because you do not have to give up your personal information, but all of them do not have the same utilities, benefits. You know, some of them have less volume, basically, right? Because a lot of people are not using the decentralized, because a lot of people don't know about the decentralized part of this. The first thing you're going to hear about is the centralized part, because they have commercials, they're regulated, they got, you know, basketball players promoting this, things like that. But the decentralized is where you'll be able to make more money, and it's more private. So you check out the DEXs, and then you just see what the volume is there. Also, you can look at the market share, and this just means how much of the market does this DEX control, which is very important to know, because this market is going to continue to grow. In fact, let me pull over here. And this is how you research the crypto market overall, or if you want to get a little more intricate and look at a specific asset, this is what you can do, and you can use CoinMarketCap. Talking about the jewelry. All right, so let's just do the last 7 days for those who've been paying attention. All right, so in the last 7 days, the overall crypto market went from $1.28 trillion to $1.33 trillion. So that's what, $500 billion. In 7 days, $500 billion has came into the market. Remember, it doesn't matter whether it's coming in or out. There's a transaction fee being paid for you to buy or sell crypto. So people shouldn't get caught on the price going up and the price going down. That's just coming from the different buys and sales in the market. If we do the last month, went from 1 trillion, let's just say 1.1 trillion, all the way to 1.33 trillion. So what's that? $200 billion. $200 billion in the last 30 days. You could have got paid off of those transactions had you been a part of the market. You know, just being invested in the market, you are able to earn off of other people's transactions, or you're able. And when I say other people's transactions, one, if you're invested in the market and you buy $10 worth of crypto and you just sit on it and hold it, you're going to make money because your assets will become more valuable every day, every time more people buy in. Now, the way you make money when people buy in or sell out is by adding liquidity to the market, which is a next layer, next level way to bring in income from the assets. But right now, we're just basically talking about someone that wants to just buy the asset and hold it until it goes up in price. This is an example of what would have happened and what is happening to the crypto market. This is the volume. These are the transactions in the last 7 days. 37 billion, 53 billion, 41 billion, bam, 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 38, 39 billion, right? So this is how much money's coming in and out every day. 30 billion, 50 billion, 40 billion every single day. And we can get paid off of that. You know, we are getting paid off of that. If you're in class and you've actually been setting up your accounts, you're eating off of this. If $1 billion comes through the market every day, if you are able to just get $10, $20, $100, $200, do you want to do it? Would you do it? Next thing is to learn how to do it, how to capture that market share for yourself, how to create some passive income off of these $1 billion transactions. That's what I've been learning and teaching myself, and that's what I've been sharing with everybody else. How to get paid. When the banks and governments start sending these trillions of dollars every day through the market, you want to be sitting on your damn thumbs, or you want to be able to get you a couple of 20s, 50s, 100s off of them doing that, because they're using other people's money to make their money. You know, and people are going to still fall victim to that, because I just did some research yesterday, and there is a 4% adoption rate. It's probably went up since what I read, but just imagine 4% of the world is familiar with cryptocurrency, with blockchain technology. Imagine when that number goes to 10%, 20%. So I'm going off of strictly the numbers. I'm not going off of what anything someone told me. I'm going off of the numbers and from my own understanding of studying the market. But do I got any questions on this part right here? Anybody? Bam. Okay, y'all good. Oh, they're not getting this signal. All right. All right, next piece. So, let me see. We ain't really got to go over the options. All right, so when you're looking at the fear and greed index, a lot of people are not sure what this is. So the way that I use it, if it's in the greed, that means be prepared to take profit. Be prepared to sell some of your assets because it's hitting the top or it's getting closer to the top, right? And it's going to go back down. If it's in the fear, I mean, it'll be red, it'll be down. This is where you would buy. Let's do a month. Okay, so neutral is you can hold or you can buy. I would buy, or I would probably buy in a neutral zone, depending on the asset. But if it's in the greed, just be leery of that and be prepared to take profit, because it's showing you that there's a lot of over purchasing. There's a lot of people buying into the market right now. So if there's a lot of people buying in and your assets are going up, this is an opportunity for you to take profit by selling to the new people. This is really how it works. If I've been sitting in the market since the 9th, and then by the 30th, if the assets are appreciated a nice penny, and I know people are buying in, I'm going to take profit and sell out, but they're going to be buying in at the new price. I'm selling out at a profit. This is how the market works through every cycle. This is how you do it with stocks. This is how you do it with real estate, commodities, gold. It doesn't matter. This is the strategy. This is investing. So that's the fear and greed index. And then one more thing that I want to make sure that I cover would be creating you a watch list. Okay, so if you find different cryptocurrencies that interest you or that you already have in your portfolio, you want to practice keeping an eye on how much they go up, when they go up, what's the value, what's the prices. Look at these numbers. You know, remember last week, Bitcoin was at 34,000. Ethereum was at 1,800. You know, just yesterday, XRP was at 62 cents yesterday. So that's something to pay attention to. Just yesterday, it was at 80 cents about a month or two ago. Matter of fact, let's double check it. Right? These assets are pumping right now in real time, right? 12% in the last 24 hours. If you got XRP, you've caught that 12% appreciation. You can take the 12% profit right now if you want to. Let me see.
Hey, Walt, question for you. Walt.
Yes, Miss.
So which what platform are you investing in these cryptos on? Are you using crypto.com or like using the
Well, I buy them everywhere. Go ahead, say the part about liquidity again.
No, I was just trying to, well, I was saying liquidity pools, but this probably wouldn't apply there. I was trying to figure out which different platforms you go to invest in these various coins that we're going over this morning.
Okay, so the first thing is I buy coins on Juno because I use Juno for, doing business. So I collect money through Juno a lot of the time. So I just buy my XRP, my XLM, my algo there, and then I can send it straight to the wallets, and then I'm done. Or let's say I get some USDC and I send it to Mexi. I'll swap it on Mexi and then send it to the wallet that it's supposed to go to so that I can take, so that I can hold it. This makes me so happy to see y'all right here. Like literally, I just remember just yesterday it was 62 cents, okay, 64 cents. And it's already at 70. It was at 74 and 73 cents. Like that's 10 cents appreciation on an asset. You do not get this leaving your dollars in the bank. You do not get this leaving your dollar. Like, the closest thing to that would be stocks, right? The stocks is the next thing that's closest to this, or this is closest to stock that will appreciate overnight for you, but that's still slow, right? That's the only thing that I have against the stock market is that it's slow. And the only way to speed it up is to actually trade. But if you want to trade, you can trade crypto too. You can trade paperwork on mortgages if you know how to do it. So that's more risky. But keeping it simple like this, you just buy the asset, wait for it to go up, the whole traditional buy low, sell high. But Miss Kim, for you, this is one of the reasons why you would just go to CoinMarketCap and just check out the different exchanges.
Okay.
And go on exchanges, and then they'll be able to tell you which assets are available on those exchanges. Or you can do actually what I just was doing. You can go on you can click on the actual asset that you're looking for, that you're interested in. And like I just did with XRP. So let's say somebody wants to buy XRP right now.
Mm-hmm.
you would go to XRP, and then once it pops up, it's loading slow. At the top of the screen right here, it's going to show you exchanges for XRP. This thing goes slow. So right here where it says markets.
Okay.
So you click on the asset that you look for the research, and then you're going to click on markets. This is basically telling you where there is liquidity, right? Because you cannot trade if there's no liquidity. There are no transactions if there's no liquidity. So there needs to be some XRP and some USDT available for people to trade back and forth. Darrell, what's going on with you, bro? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm glad you made it. I've been wondering when you're going to be able to get back in class. I'm just going over some details about how to research on CoinMarketCap so people can, do a better job of digging at their assets and keeping track of their assets. All right, you with us?
Yeah, I follow.
All right. All right, so you go to coinmarketcap.com, you search the asset that you're interested in finding. Once you select the asset, you click on markets at the top of the page, top of the asset, and it's going to show you all the different exchanges that there is liquidity on for you to trade, and which pair has the liquidity. And as you can see, XRP has a lot of different exchanges that you can go trade on. And there's going to be different pairs. So there's XRP USDT, XRP USD, XRP BTC. So that means you can trade your Bitcoin for XRP, or you can trade your euros for XRP, or your whatever asset that they decide to add liquidity to on here. Let's just do it now. Let's see what else they got. And this is for people that just want to do the buy and hold strategy. If you don't want to trade, you can simply spend 10, 20, 30, 50, $100, whatever. There are no minimums. Hold the asset in your wallet and just watch the price go up, because the price is going to go up the more other people start to get invested. That's a fact. That's how the tokenomics work. Those are the economics of crypto. When people buy in, the price goes up. When people sell out, the price goes down. Your strategy is simply to buy some and hold it. So no matter whether they're buying and selling over time, the asset appreciates, you make money. I'm surprised they don't got Coinbase on here. But this is how you will find the different exchanges and what pairs are on that exchange, the pricing. Now, here's another thing to consider. These exchanges can manipulate the prices. They can charge you 75 cents for crypto. That's 72 cents if they want. If you want it, you have to go through them in order to get it. So this is where you lose out if you're dealing with these public exchanges, these centralized exchanges, because they got the upper hand. They have an abundance of liquidity, so they have most of the asset on their platform. So the only way you can get it is by going to them. Either you take it or leave it. And then using the DEX helps you circumvent that a little more, because you don't have to go through a middleman, and there is liquidity in the decentralized area, the private sector. That's what the decentralized DeFi really means. That's the private sector of things. And that's how you would look up an asset. One more thing. Oh, right, the watch list. So I want people to start building them a watch list, right? Doesn't matter if you put 3 of your cryptos on here, 5, whatever. Get your Google account, sign into CoinMarketCap, create a watch list so that you're able to keep up with the few different coins that you're invested in. If anybody's been paying attention since I've been on this call, another $10 billion just went into the market, right? Because we were at 1.2 1.33. Now we have 1.34. Like, this is how this fast this shit move. And they're not waiting on us to get in. This is why we have to educate ourselves so that we're able to take as a big advantage as we can get. Luckily, we are the first generation of people that have access to this type of financial technology. So it's, I just feel like it's best that we practice learning it and teaching it. So as it continues to advance, we won't perish for lack of knowledge, right? We can keep up, because the people that don't get this, they're going to be fucking devastated. Imagine holding these assets for 100 years. Imagine Bitcoin going to $2 million for one coin. And people are going to be fighting over crumbs. So that's what I can say. Like, your $50 is going to get you a piece of a Bitcoin. Like it does now, but it's going to be even smaller later. Imagine 72 cents XRP. One day is going to be $3,000, let's just say. And you could have got it for 72 cents. Just early, like 2 months ago, Binance was at $200. That's an easy $50 profit on each asset, depending on how many you have. Solana just went through a thing. I had this since it was 16 cents, and it just went to 43 cents, $43 the other day. Chainlink just rose back from $7, I think. Like, I've been watching the market, so I'm pretty much even Litecoin. Litecoin was at $100. Now it's back at 73, so it's still under a previous high. Avalanche, seen Avalanche go as high as $24 for me. XLM has been as high as 16, 17 cents for me. And these are prices that were 3 years ago, 4 years ago. These were the same prices. But after that, they all shot up. And then they shot back down. And here we are now before they shoot back up. The bull run is in the next 5 months or so. So you can just buy a few of any of these assets, but this is how you study and research the assets for yourself. When you create your watch list, you just click new asset, and then add the assets that you're familiar with or that you're interested into to your watch list and start studying them and build your portfolio out. But that's, piece of coinmarketcap.com right there. Do I got any questions before we get out of here? Okay. Nobody got any questions? Cool. But anybody interested, or if you know anybody interested, I'm going to post this video on YouTube so they can see, and then there'll be a replay for the others. Remember, it costs $50 to get access to the Monring Come Up, Mondays and Fridays, 9 a.m. Central Time. Get with me or somebody else if you know someone else in class so that you can catch these calls live. If not, you just wait for the replay and take it from there. So another thing that we got coming. So I figured out how to do the money farm thing, and I'll be sharing more of that in class. I'll make some more videos later about that. But we will be growing dollars 2024. That's a fact. Y'all hold me to that. We will be growing dollars from scratch. I'm talking about $1 turns into $1.01, $1.02, $1.03, and so on and so forth. Right? I finally figured it. Took me a few months, but I figured it out. And it's similar to what we have going on with the Juno, right? Because if you leave your money sitting in Juno or inside of Folks Finance, on Folks Finance, you're earning money every 4 seconds, right? It's compounding every 4 seconds. It's moving. With Juno, you're earning on your deposits, right? So let's just say if this was $500, right? Because some people got it like that, where they just leave their money sitting in their bank accounts because they don't know any better either. But let's just say you got $500 sitting in your Juno account. You're earning 10 cents a day, and 10 cents can get you assets. So now you're earning more assets every single day. That's the name of the game here, accumulating assets. So most people have an issue of capital. They don't have enough money to invest. Change that up. Now you can invest in any of these assets with no minimums, right? So that's one thing. There's no minimum to start investing or start investing in crypto or start investing in assets. You can even invest in the stock market for less than $1 nowadays. The key is just getting started. My thing I want you guys to focus on is turning your deposits into passive income. If you made the 50 cents here, okay, take the 50 cents and turn it into an actual asset, because it's still just sitting in fiat. And you know, fiat doesn't increase in value. You can earn more of it from leaving it somewhere, but you don't earn more. It doesn't increase in value. It's not more valuable, right? If you put it $5 in your pocket, when you take it out your pocket, it's still $5. That's why we gotta get with the times, learn how to deposit, where to deposit, when to deposit, and the benefits of depositing in these places. And then on that, I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I hope this was a good breakdown and run through of coin market cap, because I've been getting a lot of how to use it and what is it for questions. So here we go. All right. What we got here? Fire breakdown. Appreciate you, Wiz. Appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Kim. All right. So after Zoom send me the replay, I'll shoot it out to YouTube, and then y'all can recap it and share it with others so they can know what the Monring Come Up is all about. And we get some more engagement going in this thing, because when this bull run take off, like, I don't want to hear nothing. If you in the wealth class, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it at all. Right? Because this was your opportunity to make sure that I don't care if you put $10 in here. You better be calling me saying, man, my $10 turned into $400. All right? That's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm expecting. Let me see. And then I just want to highlight one more thing, because Facebook made me proud of myself today. So a year ago is when I started doing private banking. So I've been private banking for a year now, all on my own, figured it out. You know, then I met Dennis and Chris, and they helped me tighten it up a little more. The Monring Come Up is almost a year old, because I started that back in January. And then I've been really doing this. Like, I just started over on the 4th edition on what is a blockchain. And remember, this class was $10. I was selling this information for $10, teaching people, showing them how it worked. And now look at what we got. This wealth class has turned into all of this. So anyone interested in getting access to this information, learning more about it, if you're already in class, like I said, I'm doing one-on-ones now, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to do a deeper dive one-on-one and get that information, just let me know. We can schedule that. And that's it. So I appreciate y'all's support. And we got 5 months or less to get into the game, okay? And this is what your brain is looking like right now. And this is what everybody else's brains look like. Trading their time for money, earning less than 10%, and paying their bills with cash still, because in the wealth class, we're teaching you how you can avoid doing those things strategically. Okay? All right, so I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all again. Until next time, which is Friday. Oh, stop this. All right. That.